Welcome to the Catamount Football Show with Coach Matt Land. I'm Bill Mayo, and on this week's show, we're going to take a look back at last Friday night's game versus the Creekview Grizzlies and also preview this week's upcoming contest versus the River Ridge Knights. So stay right here. We're back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
This is Roadrunner Coach Tony Engel. I want you to join another winning team with my friends at Advanced Insurance Strategies. They offer you great service, but more importantly, they offer you the assurance that you're protected today and against whatever tomorrow may bring. After all, isn't peace of mind what insurance is all about? Call my good friend David Pennington at Advanced Insurance Strategies today at 706-226-0186. Beep, beep.
At Carpet Express, our campaign is simple. First, we will start with deporting all old floors from your home. Then we will build a wall, yes, a huge wall, to keep our prices secure. We will use our resources to get better prices that will bring back more jobs for builders and contractors. No matter your race or gender, all people have the right to our great service and prices. Carpet Express, we will make your floor great again.
And don't forget to send us your emails.
Dalton Utilities has been a part of our community since 1889, meeting the needs of a growing industry that is now known throughout the world. Over 125 years later, Dalton Utilities is still invested in our community's success, providing safe and affordably priced utility services to help run your home and business. For electricity, natural gas, water, and wastewater services, you can always rely on Dalton Utilities, your hometown connection.
We're back to the Catamount Football Show, and Coach, let's talk a little bit about Friday night's game versus Creekview. It was kind of an interesting game.
Very weird feel.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, unlike many that I think we've been in. Yeah, you know, the Creekview was a very, very well-coached team. Certainly, they did a lot of things that we felt going into this game we would really have to defend from a defensive perspective. Certainly had a live arm quarterback, 6'6" receiver, and really one of the better running backs I think we faced thus far, just because he was a power, kind of like the kid from Glen Academy last year. So from a defensive perspective, we really knew we had our work cut out. Offensively, if you looked at them from a defensive perspective, they had a lot of points scored against them, but at the same time, it was mainly just weird plays, kind of like what we talked about. And so I think at the end of the day, I don't think there was a coach on our staff that felt surprised by that game. Some fans may have been, but certainly I don't think there were any of us coaches that, because you got 2 weeks to look at a team, and certainly the case can be made anytime you got 2 weeks. We just don't like a disruption of schedule.
Right.
So that I don't know if it worked in our favor or not.
And I think that was a real example. If you were at the game or if you watched the game from beginning to end, you can see it's a game where we really, it's a cliche to say, but we took advantage of what the defense gave us. There were some things we wanted to do. They just weren't going to let us do it by putting 8 people in the box or whatever scheme they were playing. So we had to go to some things and if it looked like we were running the same formation in the same play,
we were.
You're right.
Because it worked.
Yeah, so, we were running the same thing.
Well, I you know, when you look at the game, I think there's 2 things when you look at our offense that happens. One is you look at what kind of coverage do you get outside with Zeke and Kyrick. That's an obvious one you look at. They manned up, and that surprised us a little bit, but at the same time, Sprayberry tried to do that and some other things. But the second thing, and I think this is the more important thing, I think it goes to show how much respect teams have for Keith Adams. The fact that when he would come into the box, it would bring 2 or 3 other guys in the box. And we want Keith on the field. But the reality is, and this is an example of Keith's selflessness, you know, he wants to win. And he understands games like the other night where he didn't play as many plays as we wanted him to. In fact, I remember us talking on how do we get him in the box without bringing the sidelines into the box. And so like I said, that's the kind of thing that makes this team unique. Certainly it makes Keith unique, but I think it shows the kind of respect that teams have because we just could not run the ball if we brought Keith in the game because they loaded the box. So I was very proud of the way our offense adjusted. It probably got monotonous and boring at some point because you're going to get trips and you're going to get an inside run, but that's what we were given. So very proud of these guys. I think the bigger thing, though, here to look at also collectively is how we work together, offense and defense. Because we came in, our defense, this team was averaging almost 90 plays a game. In fact, if you remember this week in practice, the big talk, our defense could have played 100 plays.
All right.
And they kind of conditioned for 2 weeks to do that. We've only been averaging 50 plays. So we kind of said, could we still 60, could we get to a 70 or 75 play count? Finishing up the game, we did get 70 plays, limited them to 71 plays, and I think it just also shows how right now, when you can work together like that, we got some things we can do to special.
Absolutely. Real quick, touch on Nasir, three interceptions. Wow. What a ball hawk, right?
Could have had 4.
Yeah.
I mean, had 1, he was probably 1 second. Nasir is a guy that he knows his skill level. He knows the things that he can do well. I think Coach Carpenter and Coach Thompson do an outstanding job of putting him in situations where he can play aggressive. That's who he is, and certainly the other night we reaped the benefits of it. 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions. And it's good because it offset our interceptions, so we needed those. Those were very timely.
Kicking game was good.
Very sound. Ivan Moore continues to get better and better. Had another solid night from Philip Shealy snapping, Marshall Phillips holding, and good coverage. So, I mean, when you're doing those things and you're kicking every kick in the end zone, and that's basically what Ivan did, it makes for a good night defensively for you.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more Catamount Football in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount Football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
All right, we're back. We've got our player interview segment. Guys, welcome to the show, and introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Ahmaad Tanner. I play running back. I'm a senior, number 1.
I'm David Slooper. I'm number 61, play offensive line.
All right. Guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on. Ahmaad, let's start with you. Tell me about being back at Dalton and be at Catamount. What are your thoughts on that so far?
It's been a great experience. I love it here, and it's been fun all the way through summer and everything.
Yep. Let's talk a little bit about Friday night's game. You had a couple 100 yards rushing, pretty good night. Tell me about the game.
It was pretty fun. They tried to stack the box on us when Keith came in, so he couldn't use him just as much, but the line did great getting to the backers and letting me get to the second level and make moves.
That was really unusual what they were doing. It kind of explained that when even though we didn't have a tight end in the game, we had Keith in there, so we had 2 backs in the backfield. Talk about what they were doing defensively.
They tried to stack it up.
They had about 8 guys in there, didn't they?
They tried to stack it up because Keith is a good blocker. He's something like a lineman, so they tried to stack it up and get us out of it.
Yeah, I think that's been one of the things about our offense this year is we've been able to take advantage. It's a cliche, but we're able to take advantage of what the defense gives us. And what they were doing in that set, we didn't like it, so got out and we're able to take advantage of getting back in 4 wides and some different formations. Talk to me about your running style. I mean, you've got 2 distinct things going on. I mean, you can be a powerful runner when you need to, but you've also got what you showed Friday night, some of those spin moves and other moves down the field.
Yeah, I try to mix it up so they can't define me like I'm a running I'm going to run hard or I'm going to try to juke people, but I do both, just try to mix it up and give them a different look.
Yep. How about the receiving aspect of the game? We haven't seen a whole lot of that on Friday nights, but we've seen you catch the ball quite a bit in practice.
Yeah, I can play receiver too. I like that too. It's fun. I like going up over people, so maybe we get to see some of that soon.
All right, very good. Well, thanks for coming on the show. You're doing a great job. Looking forward to watching the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, Davis, you're out a couple of weeks with a bum knee. You're back. Talk to me about the rehab and getting yourself back ready to play.
Well, I mean, it obviously took some time, and just had to get back to 100%. And Ms. Clark does a great job with us, and make sure we get back to where we can play again.
So how was it being back on the field?
It was awesome. I loved it. I missed it a lot more than I actually thought I did.
It's hard to stand over there and watch, even though you're supporting your team. You did a great job of that. You were always over in the huddle with us on Friday nights when you weren't playing, but it's a difficult thing to do sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult, especially when like the Sprayberry game. I wanted to get in there so bad and I couldn't. I just had to stand there. But I did the best I could do to support.
Right. Talk about our offensive line group, and you guys are all pretty close, and you guys some of you all been together now for 4 years, and talk about that group a little bit.
Well, I think we have really good chemistry because we have been together for so long, and we've gone up from middle school, freshman, JV, and now varsity. And yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty undersized considering who we play against, but we make it work.
Mm-hmm. How about the change in offense style? We've adopted some new things this year for you guys, and we're still doing some of the old stuff, but we also got some of these new things. How has that been, learning the new schemes and the new blocking schemes we've been using?
Well, Coach Land's just done a great job with teaching us, and you as well, and all the offensive coaches. We just had to really buy into it, and it's paid off. Obviously, it's paid off really well.
It's different style, but we're getting it down, right? We're
getting it down, and it's working.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming on. You're doing a great job. Look forward to watching the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Stay right here, back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
Thank goodness it's football time again here in North Georgia. There's nothing like the smell of the grass and the roar of the crowd under the lights on Friday night. Football is a way of life in Dalton, Georgia, and so is the Oakwood Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, our team is dedicated to serving you the best meal in this area. So next time you're hungry, head on down to the Oakwood Cafe. Your stomach will be glad you did. Oakwood Cafe, for the people, by our people. Transformers is proud to present two new things that are happening here. BG Products and Mr. Rick Patton is your new center service manager. Welcome aboard, Rick.
Thank you so much, Charles. I feel truly blessed to be here. And yes, we have a complete lineup of BG products to serve all of our customers' maintenance needs.
So don't just trust your automobile with anyone. Come to Transformers, transmission and complete auto repair specialists. We can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and we guarantee with BG Products, we can make it go.
Thank you, and God bless.
This is Roadrunner Coach Tony Engel. I want you to join another winning team with my friends at Advanced Insurance Strategies. They offer you great service, but more importantly, they offer you the assurance that you're protected today and against whatever tomorrow may bring. After all, isn't peace of mind what insurance is all about? Call my good friend David Pennington at Advanced Insurance Strategies today at 706-226-0186. Beep, beep.
A Level 3 neonatal intensive care unit.
An accredited chest pain center.
Advanced imaging.
Comprehensive and convenient medical care.
The #1 hospital in Northwest Georgia, Chattanooga, for overall hospital care.
Quality and expertise matter. Hamilton Medical Center is here, meeting your health needs with compassion, healing, and excellence.
Hey, we're back with our second group of player interviews. Guys, welcome to the show and introduce yourselves, please.
I'm TJ Ault. I'm number 72. I play offensive line and I'm a senior.
My name is John Whiteside, defensive tackle, number 90, senior.
All right, let's start with you, TJ. So, senior year, talk to me about what it means to you this year.
Well, it's a big chance to go out there and play, and it's a good opportunity too. Senior year is a big year, and you got to do something that time.
How about our we talked to Davis earlier, but talk about your feelings about our offensive line group. We've got 7 of you guys that play, and then there's 4 or 5 of you that have been together now for all 4 years.
Oh yeah, we've been together a long time, and we're so close together, and we have a bond, and you know that a bond like brothers, it's just like family. So it's hard to break that, and we've worked so well together as long as we've been together. So
absolutely,
I think we got a good thing going.
One of the things we've asked you guys to do is learn multiple positions, and you've played tight end, and you've played tackle, and you've played guard, and kind of expound on that a little bit. What that does for us, having guys that can play multiple positions.
Well, it helps us out because, for example, was it the original scrimmage? Somebody's helmet came off. I think it was Caden's helmet, and so I got moved I was at tight end, and I got moved to guard, and I think it was AJ got moved to tackle.
Right.
And so that it helps if you know multiple positions, because if somebody gets hurt and there's nobody else behind them, if you can bring somebody else to fill that position, and it works out really well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're not the biggest offensive line. Davis alluded to that too, but we play against some pretty big defensive fronts, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Some of those big 6A schools, and reflect back a second on the crowds for the Northwestern Calhoun game. What did that mean to you running out there as your last year and kind of full stadiums like that?
It's really great. I mean, it's just excitement and heart pumping and everything.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for coming on the show, and keep doing what you do. You're doing a great job. All right, buddy, let's talk to you, Big John Wesley here. I'm going to ask you the same question I just asked TJ. Tell me about running out on that field. First time as a Catamount, all those folks in the stands, what did it mean to you?
I mean, I have never, I'm going to tell you, I have never, ever in my life played again in front of all them people screaming and booing at me. I never. It was crazy. I love that. I went, ooh, gee, ooh.
I can still feel it.
Yeah, I can.
It was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about. This is your first year as a Catamount too. How's it been? Kind of what have you? How's the experience been so far? Halfway through the season. It's
been everything I thought it was. It's my first year, but I mean I've been with Dalton since I was little, and I grew up with all these guys, and then I just branched off, but I'm back now, and I feel really special about this year.
Absolutely. Let's talk about your position a little bit. You do a great job in the middle of the defense. Somebody asked me, I was talking to college coaches, and they asked me about you, and I said, he's just very disruptive. Talk about your playing style and what you do, your job in our defense.
Well, my playing style is just like very aggressive. I use a lot of speed, a lot of hand work, and my role, like I'm what you said, disruptive. I got another 300-pounder right there with me, so if I mess up, he's got me. He got my back. So, I mean, it's just disrupt or Max makes the tackle.
Talking about Big Max, right?
Yes, sir.
You guys do a great job in the middle of that defense. How about now? One of the things you do a really good job of is rushing the passer from the inside. That's not maybe the glory position out there on the edge,
right.
But kind of go over what you do pass rush wise, because you do a really good job of it.
I mean, I just freestyle, try to make up different moves and try to get to the quarterback as fast as I can. Really.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. You do a nice job with your hands and head fake sometimes, and just some different moves.
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming on. Did a great job. Look forward to watching the rest of the season.
Appreciate it.
So right here, Beck, with more Catamount football in just a minute.
The Catamount and the Chick-fil-A Cow are teaming up to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game from 5:30 to kickoff. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal for only $6. Chick-fil-A Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken and go Big Red!
When you contact Dalton Utilities, you're speaking to someone from your community, maybe even someone you know. After all, this is our hometown too. Our customers are our neighbors and friends. Protecting our customers and the environment are top priorities at Dalton Utilities. For electricity, natural gas, water, and wastewater services, you can always rely on Dalton Utilities, your hometown connection.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
Welcome back to Catamount Football. We have our coaches interview segment. We've got Coach Loga Lollis. Coach, welcome to the show.
Appreciate it. Glad to be here.
All right. Why don't you kind of talk about your responsibilities with the Catamount football team this year and what all you're doing?
Well, this year has changed it up. Last year I worked with linebackers. This year I'm working with defensive ends. So it's a nice little change up. I enjoy doing it. I love those guys, and they work hard. So
what have you seen as far as the biggest difference in coaching the guys with their hands in the dirt versus the ones standing up?
I mean, it's definitely a different element. I mean, but you, like you said, you come to love coaching these guys. These guys are tough, and especially the group of guys I have.
Talk about the guys you have real quick.
Well, the two starters, Nick Faulkner and Nathan Moore. Good, tough guys, both seniors, and they just do whatever you tell them to do. They're going to do, and they're going to do it with the best of their ability. And then you got Tariq Terry, Jerry Alvarado coming in behind them. They're great guys that comes in, and and they do what they're coached to do, like I said, and they do it to the best of their ability.
And one of the things, and we've had a couple of those guys on the show already, but one of the things I've talked to them about is their size. They're not the biggest defensive ends in the world, and,
Right.
and they're lining up on offensive tackles who are usually a lot of tackles we see now are 250, 280 in that range. How do you teach them? What do you teach them to combat the size disadvantage they might have?
I think the key is you got to stay low. If you get high and try to wrestle with these guys, they're just going to kind of push you around. But these guys do a great job of staying low, using their hands. I mean, that's another big thing. Getting their hands and getting the extension off of those big guys, so we can be in the best position we can.
Mm-hmm. One of the things I think we go up against you guys in practice quite a bit, and you've done a good job with the pass rush, teaching the pass rush. Talk about that a little bit, the technique and what you're teaching those guys and what it takes to be a successful pass rusher, because we've got some good pressure this year.
Right, and we've saw a lot of spread offenses, and so we see the pass a lot. With pass rush, it's all about technique. I mean, it's about using your hand, getting your hips outside and ripping off, and trying to expose that weakness the offensive line gives us. So,
one of the things that you guys have done defensively all year is really played to the strength of the players on our team and use some situational packages and things like that. Can I explain how that's worked and that philosophy that's been going on?
Well, when we study offense, we look for that weakness. We look for that tendency, and so we want to put our guys in the best of their ability. Whereas if we need a pass rusher on the field, we're going to try to get a pass rusher. Especially if we get we're giving them a three-man front. And guys like Tariq Terry do that for us. And so, we want to give our guys the best opportunity to be successful, and I think that's important.
And I think one of the things that's really come out of that has been an unselfish attitude. Comment on that about just how the guys have taken to that philosophy.
I think that's probably one of the best qualities that our defense exhibits. You look at John Wesley and Max and nose guard. There's times where both of them can't be in at the same time, but you look on the sideline, they're cheering each other on. I mean, and so if you're going to be a good quality defense, you got to have that out of your guys. And I think that's something that's probably one of our biggest attributes as a defense.
Yep, I think you guys have really done a good job of fostering that with the group and with the team, and working it through the staff as well. You guys work very well together. How about updating us on your family and what's going on with them?
Well, my wife, she is pregnant again, and we are expecting a little boy, Riley Hunter, this December, and so we're excited about that.
Bill would have been a good name.
I know, but we started to kind of go against the flow, but we are excited about that because of what happened with Edie Kate last year. She'll be delivering 38 or 37 weeks, so that puts us around December 22nd, so it'll be a Christmas baby.
All right, awesome, congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, and thanks for everything you do for Catamount Football.
All right, thank you.
Stay right here, back with more in just a minute.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
Honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount Football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
Thank goodness it's football time again here in North Georgia. There's nothing like the smell of the grass and the roar of the crowd under the lights on Friday night. Football is a way of life in Dalton, Georgia, and so is the Oakwood Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, our team is dedicated to serving you the best meal in this area. So next time you're hungry, head on down to the Oakwood Cafe. Your stomach will be glad you did. Oakwood Cafe, for the people, by our people.
First Friday night that it felt like football weather, wasn't it?
Wasn't it great?
It was awesome.
It was great seeing coats out.
And what great condition that field was in.
It really was, especially considering that we moved the game last year to Etowah because of the
all the rain.
Field.
It was a quagmire. Come out first possession here. Great catch by Kyrick.
Yeah, that was a great catch.
Good protection. Good job of getting his feet down, or getting 1 foot down.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is all you got to have in high school. Roll out pass, nice job there by the guys up front, and good throw and catch there, little Jaden.
Yep, great job right there.
Good job by Ivan. Look at Ivan working that tackle down the line.
Yep, that is a good job, especially on the sprint out right there.
Good really, hard running by Ahmaad.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
End up having to kick.
Look at that punt. Wow, what a great punt. Pins him at the 10. They did move the ball and got a couple of first downs. Got a key breakup right there by Nasheer. They do pick up the first down. And this number 4 right here, he's just a tough cookie, man.
What a great tackle by JW right there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good job right there. Once again, good play by Kyrick. And they wanted to run a little reverse action right there. And a great job right there, pursuit down the, you see Harrison Norman coming up. Good job right there by Tucker Sumner running down the line. Tariq Terry, Colton Fromm, those guys right there, spinning it out on 4th down. So turn it over on downs, back on offense.
Got a lot of time.
Yeah.
Watch Zeke snatch the ball out of the air. That's what got me about this play. I mean, he just reaches up and snatches it. Here's a replay right here.
He is such a big target in the inside. And once again, like Sonorville, he modified this route. That's not where he was supposed to be, but he saw that little cushion in there, and he and JP did a good job of communicating.
Good job on the sprint out. Nice job by Ahmaad of picking up the blitz, and Kyrick's wide open for the touchdown.
This is something we'd planned on. We just didn't plan on it that early. But when we saw that they were up there and not only playing man.
Watch Ahmaad right here. Bam. Not only did he rush for 200 yards, he is a really good blocker,
He is a very good blocker, no doubt. Great job right there. Great job right there. Love seeing the excitement. Marshall Phillips down. We missed the extra point. Come back here and they pick up first down and then we'll pick up the action here. Once again, this quarterback's a junior, big arm, big target, with number 17.
And he played defensive end for them last year, right?
That's right. He was their starting defensive end last year. So that tells you a little something about what kind of athletes they are.
Quite a transition.
Yeah, and from what I understand, their best quarterback is actually a freshman right now. He's just kind of a bridge till he gets out. So 4th and 8. And if there was an area that we felt like they really were hurting in, it was certainly in the punting category. They tried to rugby punt, and it just didn't work for them.
Running back, good job of Ahmaad of bouncing that thing. Nice job of Zeke blocking downfield, too. Picks up an extra 5 yards for the.
It's good to have that back from Zeke. We missed that last year.
Busted coverage right there.
Once again, good protection.
Somebody needs a guard number 11.
Yeah.
Might be a good idea.
I'd find a way to cover him.
Might be a good idea.
Well, I think this goes to show you what we talked about, taking what they give us. They double covered Zeke all night long. If you're going to double cover Zeke, well, and you're going to put 8 in the box, that means somebody's one-on-one on Ahmaad.
That's right.
I mean, on Kyrick. And that right there is a big, it's tough to do that. Not saying somebody can't.
Good coverage on the kickoff.
Good coverage right there. Colton Fromm coming up, making the tackle right here on defense. Just not running through right there. We played a good game, but we didn't play a great game on defense. Just simply the fact that this is a good offense, and they made you make some mistakes. Get good pressure right here by Harrison Norman. Great catch, good throw, great catch, but out of bounds. So strong leg kicker comes in, kicks for 3.
Kicks a knuckleball through.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'd let him do punts. You can tell he's got a live leg. So kicks it down to the 1. Good job right here by Kyrick. You know, there's truly an art to returning, and part of it's getting in that little flute and running.
Coming,
boom,
2-back set, and they're just loaded up on us right here.
And that's what you mentioned earlier.
Yep.
Right there was a prime example.
Now, we probably could have gotten in that formation and thrown the ball a lot.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. They only had 3 defensive backs.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Great effort right there.
Yeah, and a great job. He falls off of, he actually has the flats here, but he reads the quarterback, and he actually comes back. That's why we've got triple coverage there. He comes back and gets up underneath. Great job by Maddox keeping the ball in front of him.
So into the first quarter, start back to the second quarter. There's A.J. Womble out in front.
Now here's back to what you was talking about. We saw that last time he ran out there and made some moves. That time he becomes a power back.
Yep.
Wow. Speaking of moves.
Yeah, there's a nice move in the backfield right there. Somebody, a little penetration slipping in, and he just makes a miss.
Glad Coach Liner taught him that. And this is what we talk about, taking what they give me. They didn't give a lot of respect to the outside when they, and so we just got it out there. Great to hear by JP. And good block there by Ahmaad.
Rushing 3 and dropping 8.
Works every time.
You can see here, I mean, they're just.
Is Jake Brock, those guys, who are we supposed to block?
Yeah.
Normally we've got 6 or 7 coming by blitzing, trying to get the ball out quick.
Good decision by JP, though, to run that football.
Yeah.
I can see.
That's why he's wearing that and we're not. So
I can see either way. That's a slow motion look at it.
I mean, looking at his body position here, you have to assume that the ball crosses the line. Since he drops the ball doesn't really go forward. It drops in the end zone. You'd have to think he cleared the plane of the goal, but that's probably beyond that official's capacity.
Good gang tackling right there.
Oh, big hit right there by those guys. And that's what JW is talking about. I mean, there's Max. Yep. That's tough when you got those 2 guys inside right there.
That's a big load in there.
Of course, Nick Faulkner is playing as sound and I mean, he flushes everything. That's a good job of Matthew Al coming up. And obviously, Tariq Terry played a lot of reps for us this week. They pick up a couple of first downs and move the ball down the field. And this right here is just a great throw and catch.
Sure is.
We should have had over-the-top help right there, but got caught chasing a route.
13-10. Good decision by JP not to throw it right there. Another nice catch by Zeke, just snatching the ball.
Yeah. He's such a great target inside like that.
Here comes Ahmaad.
He gives you everything he's got.
He does.
Man, what is that? Good job right there. But
good job by Caden Stokes of just collapsing that whole left side of the line right there. Nice job by Dylan Cole right here, too.
Yep. I'm really proud of our offensive line. We're asking them to do a lot, and they're doing really well.
Good job by those guys.
And a lot of it's communication, just being able to talk, and you guys do an outstanding job with that.
Good hard running, good blocking. Ivan up top. Look at Ivan work that tackle up the field.
Yep.
Right there, 66.
Oh, wow.
Keeps that guy out of the backside of the play.
Yeah. Good fake right there by JP.
Not a whole lot of running space there.
No, it starts getting crowded when you get down there into the goal line.
Here comes the bowling ball. Love
seen
watching him run the football.
Watch it. Boom. Right there. Great block. And then bounces outside.
Joe Wesley ran into a
yeah, he says he slipped. He said he slipped. He gets the best of him on the next one.
He's not used to that.
No, that guy did a good job.
That was a big score before the half.
Absolutely. Well, and the other thing was we ate about 5.5 minutes of the clock up on that score, which our defense desperately needed. So 20-10 at halftime.
Hi, my name is Charles R. Hicks Sr.
And I'm Charles R. Hicks Jr.
For major repairs of transmission and motor,
to minor repairs such as AC brakes and tune-ups, Transformers has got you covered.
we also offer financing and provide a nationwide warranty for your peace of mind.
So don't trust your automobile to just anyone.
Come to Transformers, Transmission and Complete Auto Repair Specialists, where we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and we guarantee we can make it go.
This is Roadrunner Coach Tony Engel. I want you to join another winning team with my friends at Advanced Insurance Strategies. They offer you great service, but more importantly, they offer you the assurance that you're protected today and against whatever tomorrow may bring. After all, isn't peace of mind what insurance is all about? Call my good friend David Pennington at Advanced Insurance Strategies today at 706-226-0186. Beep, beep.
The Catamount and the Chick-fil-A Cow are teaming up to provide you an awesome tailgate meal each home game from 5:30 to kickoff. Be sure to be here by 6 o'clock for the catwalk and get your Chick-fil-A meal for only $6. Chick-fil-A Dalton reminds you to eat more chicken and go be great!
3 neonatal intensive care unit.
An accredited chest pain center.
Advanced imaging.
Comprehensive and convenient medical care.
The #1 hospital in Northwest Georgia, Chattanooga, for overall hospital care.
Quality and expertise matter. Hamilton Medical Center is here, meeting your health needs with compassion, healing, and excellence.
All right, so we went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, got something to drink.
Yeah, you know, really there wasn't a lot of adjustments to make. I mean, what we were doing, it was the big things, like you said. It was just staying in one formation the whole time. Yeah. From a defensive standpoint, what we were doing was working. It's just, you know, the fear coming in this game was 90 to 100 snaps. You know, blind squirrel's going to find a nut. That's right. And so these guys, we just had to come back out and continue to keep plugging with these guys. Great job by our dude. Nathan Moore had another solid night. He and Nick Faulkner, our 2 ends, did a great job.
Good throw and catch right there, right down the
key third down right here too.
They kept leaving the middle of the field open. that was the thing we kept looking at all night, was the way they lined up, and some of the coverages they would do would just leave the middle of the field open for us.
And there's where Zeke, I think, shows the advantage of his size.
Yeah, just trying to get some different ways to get guys in the middle of the field. What a great tackle.
We wind up punting down. They moved the ball back on a couple of first downs. And then once again, just another great job right there. Our defense running it to the sidelines. Maddox Houghton comes up from 14 yards deep at free safety and makes a 2-yard tackle for a loss.
Good tackle.
Good job right here and this may have been one of the gifts that this year got. He desperately underthrew him, but once again, they were trying to work a little 7 route over the top, and he was able to just drop off his receiver and come back up underneath. And you see right there, it's actually the same exact route. So great job right there. And of course, here he shows what a danger he is as far as running the ball. He certainly has got his own skill set of being able to move the ball down the field.
He's exciting with the ball in his hands, that's for sure.
You ain't kidding. And how many times are we going to see that this year?
Good job right there on the quick pass. Comes a good hard running by Ahmaad again.
Yeah.
Over there with Dylan, behind Dylan and Caden.
And here we just had a miscommunication, even though the play just about worked. We had a miscommunication. So we turn it over on downs, and then our defense here's where they stack it up. Big Max just begins to eat some space. He and John W., they really begin to control the middle. And right there, we've got a double team on John Wesley. Max comes free from the backside, makes a great play right there. Great play.
Yeah, you can't double team both those guys.
No, you can't. It's like double covering Zeke and Kyrick. You can't double team both of them.
Good pull by A.J. right here. Getting a little crease for Ahmaad. There's Sam.
Good
Catching a little bubble pass, yep.
That was good.
It's another look at it. Look at Jaden out there fighting.
I know it, man. That's great. That's not our optimal group to run that, but once again, it was open, so we had to take it. Great job right there. This right here is an unbalanced set. He wanted to throw it. Great job by our secondary staying back there. And, of course, a great job right there by our defensive linebackers and outside linebackers. You see right here. Watch Nick Faulkner run and getting down the line. I mean, just an amazing job. And then here comes up Harrison Hughes.
Matthew Howell keeping contained, too.
Yeah, unbelievable.
That was big.
That was brilliant. And then you just got great flow out of the D-line. They do pick up another first down, and they run just a little wheel route on us and kind of take advantage of our aggressiveness, kind of like we do quite often of other teams.
So it's 20-17. It's really a ball game now, and we talked the offense before they went out, got to come out and answer and come out, get a nice run, and then Kyrick makes a great move there.
What do they call those? Break their ankles or whatever they're.
We see drop your jock on leave their jock on the ground.
Of course, kids don't wear jocks no more.
Right.
That's why I think they say break their ankles.
Yeah.
Great job. He does show his skills though right there. That's one of the things that makes him so unique.
Oh.
That's one of those I think I thought too much.
Yeah.
So just catch the ball.
Yeah.
So we turn it over, put it down, and get it right inside the 10. They pick up a first down, pick up the action there. Once again, a great job right here by our defensive front. And, it's kind of funny. They've been throwing the ball all over the place, and then they wanted to kind of run it here, which they pick up another first down here, and they picked it up, the fourth down on barely got it. I would almost argue, what's that you say, right foot spot instead of left foot spot?
Right foot, left foot deal. Coming out, run the toss. Looper getting out. Good to have Davis back in the game this week. It's blocked there on the linebacker. Keith coming, and that's a heat-seeking missile. He just missed right there.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. That's right.
Guys probably thankful he missed.
That's right.
Nice job of just staying on their blocks. You see Ivan. Ivan's playing right tackle. He's not really in this play, but he just stays on his guy.
Great job right there.
Yep, good job by the.
Well, and I think that here's the thing. That's a great block, a great job right there by Zeke. And I think this is the thing that people have got to kind of understand. Yeah, this is the same play.
Yep.
I mean, I set up on in Auburn games on Saturday and go, what are we doing? It's the same play. And the reality is, this is why you run it over and over. It's like we used examples like pouring water on a rock.
Right.
Eventually, it's gonna open a hole, and of course that's what happens here later in the game.
There's a jumbo set.
There's
nice
your
job.
shot.
Yeah.
Sam didn't get the best of him then.
No, he did not win that one. So that was a big answer. Got it back to a 2-score game.
Once again, defense does a great job of stringing it out right here. And this is that moment where we know that they've got to score quick, and they can. And once again, a great job right there, Grant Goldberg on the coverage. Good job getting the ball, maybe keeping it on the sidelines, turn it over on downs.
Shot out of a cannon right here.
That's right. And yes, it's the same play. Love seeing that.
Really good job by Dylan Cole there and Jake, kind of walling it off in the middle, and Caden turned out, and he just opened a giant.
Yeah. Well, I think you made the great call on that, though, because as the play started to run, you were like, hey, Jay, kick out. He's like, okay, yeah. So big play right here by our defense, and there was subsequent 3 of these plays back to back where we were able to get pressure in, and I think it was like a 3rd and 30 or something like that. But it was just a great job of our defense right there, pushing, just getting, like I said, and those big boys in the middle, getting a push up the middle, and then, of course, speed off the corners and up the middle with Tucker. Great job by Matthew Howell. We saw that last week, 2 weeks ago in Sprayberry, get to this point of the game and bringing the speed off the edge.
Bringing the heat.
That's right. And then right here, of course, just basically a punt return. Great job by Maddox, making a great block right there. And you're going to see one right here real quick. Tucker's going to come in. Right there, you see him laying on the ground. So there's carnage after those types of interceptions.
Defensive players love to go look up
this
somebody
is where
to
offensive guys, their skill set is not tackling.
There's Maddox getting the receiver.
That's right. And then you'll just see like I said, you'll see the carnage. You won't see the hit. Right there.
Right there.
And he's looking for his ear pad and mouthpiece and everything else.
He was okay. They're just
he was okay. Yeah, he got up. But just a great job there. Those guys getting the ball and advancing it. Like I said, Once they know the blood's in the water, they start getting excited about that.
We want to get Keith the ball here.
And here's why.
And here's why. Look at him rumbling.
Yeah. He's the last person you want to tackle tired.
That's right. So ended the game 34-17. Had over 500 yards, I think, of offense.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite as many scores as we'd like to have, but good night moving the football up and down the field.
Yeah. Great job. Great job.
At Carpet Express, our campaign is simple. First, we will start with deporting all old floors from your home. Then we will build a wall, yes, a huge wall, to keep our prices secure. We will use our resources to get better prices that will bring back more jobs for builders and contractors. No matter your race or gender, all people have the right to our great service and prices. Carpet Express, we will make your floor great again.
And don't forget to send us your emails.
Dalton Utilities has been a part of our community since 1889, meeting the needs of a growing industry that is now known throughout the world. Over 125 years later, Dalton Utilities is still invested in our community's success, providing safe and affordably priced utility services to help run your home and business. For electricity, natural gas, water, and wastewater services, you can always rely on Dalton Utilities, your hometown connection.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reginald Sherrill. Are you tired of sweaty underarms and dealing with deodorant stains on your clothes? We're performing a procedure called Mirror Dry. It's safe, non-invasive, sweat and odor-free, deodorant-free. It is clinically proven and FDA approved. I've had the procedure and it really works. The procedure takes about 1 hour, it's local anesthesia, and works immediately. Call our office, Dalton Plastic Surgery, 706-226-3311. 706-226-3311.
Train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy. Get one-on-one training from former professional and collegiate players, featuring indoor baseball and softball training facilities, ground ball area, 3 pitching mounds, and 4 batting cages. Performance Sports Academy is also available for team rentals. Call 706-537-3169 today and train like a pro at Performance Sports Academy.
All right, Coach Lane, let's talk a little bit about the River Ridge Knights. Certainly an improved team. I mean, from what I've watched of them on film so far, they're much better than they were last year.
Well, absolutely. The coach is a friend of mine that we go back a ways, and he's a great coach. More importantly, he's a great man. And so he's got these young men playing for him, and I think that was the first thing last year when he and I spoke. Last year was his first year to have the job, and he said, if I could just get these guys to build around something. And I think they have done that. I see a team that's inspired when they play, a team that certainly had a trajectory of going upwards from where they were at last year. And fundamentally, I think you look at them offensively, defensively, special teams, fundamentally they're very sound. And when I see them, when they're in the spread, offensively, they're probably doing things that's a little more conducive to the personnel that they have, able to get it to some playmakers, because that's certainly not in that area, that's not a problem. There's plenty of playmakers. I mean, all these Cherokee County and Cobb County schools, they've got plenty of athletes. But from an offensive standpoint, they get the ball on the perimeter very well, run the ball inside, and I think that, offensively, they'll be very sound. What do you think defensively?
I was just happy to see a 4-man front.
I know it. It's like, what is that? So
great.
Which means we may not get that since we've seen that, right?
Yeah, right.
So
at least on film, they've shown a 4-man front, and they're aggressive and physical, and we don't see those very often anymore.
I can't even remember the last time we played. I mean, really, I feel that way. I mean, I know Northwest did, but I can't think of anything other than that.
And we like playing against 4-man front, so it's kind of fun for us. And
you practice it every day.
It's a throwback game.
That's right. Going back in time. So. Special teams are very sound. They got we may get an opportunity to return a punt finally this week. We got a guy that can finally kick it over 35 yards, so we may be able to get back to a return game on that. And very sound kicking. We do know that part of the product of kicking it to us, when you look back there and you've got Nasir and Ahmaad, we're not going to get many deep kicks. So it works to our advantage, but sometimes we'd like to see some returns. So, but like I said, special teams will be very sound as well.
Absolutely. Very good. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a minute.
honesty, integrity, and hard work, leadership, quality, and value. Just a few words to describe the company and people that make up Shaw Industries. Shaw Industries, the world's leading carpet manufacturer, is proud to be a sponsor of Dalton Catamount Football. Shaw Industries, where great floors begin.
Thank goodness it's football time again here in North Georgia. There's nothing like the smell of the grass and the roar of the crowd under the lights on Friday night. Football is a way of life in Dalton, Georgia, and so is the Oakwood Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, our team is dedicated to serving you the best meal in this area. So next time you're hungry, head on down to the Oakwood Cafe. Your stomach will be glad you did. Oakwood Cafe, for the people, by our people.
Hi, my name is Charles R. Hicks Sr.
And I'm Charles R. Hicks Jr.
An unexpected breakdown can cause a family a heavy financial burden.
Here at Transformers Transmission, we want to ease that burden.
And to help you ease that burden, we now offer 6 and 12 months interest-free financing to help you get back on the road.
So don't trust your automobile to just anyone.
Come to Transformers Transmission and Complete Auto Repair, where we can make it shift, we can make it cold, we can make it stop, and we guarantee we can make it go.
All right, Coach Land, it's homecoming. Do you have your dress ready?
I'm leaving. I'm coming back on next. I'll see you at the game, and then I'll be back on Monday. So, no. Homecoming is a wonderful event, and it's certainly something that our school does. I think we do it better than anyone else. I know that the teachers involved do an outstanding job. The kids do. I mean, it's a great week for the student body, minus the football team. You know, Coach Chappell used to say, I'll never forget, and you heard it 1,000 times, homecoming's not for you.
Right.
You know, there's just so many distractions, and as I mentioned earlier, when you're in a situation where it's changing your schedule, kids do not respond well to schedules being changed. That's why we're pretty militaristic about what we do. But this is certainly the week that we make those allowances, but then we have further allowances with all the construction.
I was going to say, it's even more of a challenge now with going on to high school, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We had the coronation on Sunday afternoon, so we kind of picked our queen then. Monday through Friday this week at school, there's a different theme every day. And then on Friday, which is going to be really the big change, Friday the homecoming pep rally is at 10 o'clock at school, and then the students are out. They're leaving midday, and then the parade will be at 4 o'clock, so that stays the same. But the teachers will stay. We'll have a kind of an in-service activity that afternoon. But like I said, it's a change in and of itself, and then with the construction and everything going on, there's further changes. So I would just tell people who are watching, just be sure you're checking DaltonFootball.com, check the school website, DaltonPublicSchools.com for any late breaking news or anything like that pertaining to it. And then, of course, Saturday night will be the dance from 7:30 to 10:30.
And you'll have all the alumni back in town for the game and the reunion classes.
And you know, that's the part that you like about
right.
this. You know, to see the fans come back, and I hope it's cold because I love seeing all those old Letterman jackets. Somebody asked me, said, why do we wait so late to do homecoming? I like homecoming when you see the letter.
Cold.
Yeah, when it's cold. That's just the way it's supposed to be. I know the dresses have to change and all that kind of stuff, but I just like that. You know, like I said, I love looking up there and seeing those Letterman jackets. And the rumor is we're going to have one of the classes, I think 1946, we're going to have a lot of the members of that 1946 class. And you start thinking about that, man, that's a long time. So,
and I think the other neat thing is typically during the day, the guys that are back in town that played football come down to the field house.
Absolutely.
So you'll see somebody that might have played 30 or 40 years ago or 10 years ago or whatever it is. It's great to see those guys come back through and they want to come see the field house. And
it's great to see their reaction to the change. But it's good for our guys, though, too, because our players get to see the love and that these guys have for their first of all the program, but more importantly for their teammates.
Right.
And they see those guys, you know, whether it's at the pep rally when the classes are being honored or it's at the game or whatever, And like I said, homecoming for all the distractions, I still love it. I think it's a great week, and it really kind of grounds us back to our roots and kind of who we are.
Be good to be back home, and certainly want to have a big crowd turnout Friday night.
Love to have a big crowd, absolutely. That's been the, we've had we have two really, really great crowds this year, the Calhoun game and obviously the Sprayberry game. Phenomenal crowds, and just want to continue to keep people coming out to the games and supporting these young men. They certainly are working hard and feel like they deserve it.
And before we wrap up, we certainly want to thank everybody involved, but the quarterback club once again steps up. Our guys ride down on charter buses, get a box of chicken after the game. It's like a college experience.
It is. It really is.
Well, I know we talk about say that all the time, but it really is. It's like reminds me of when you finish a game in college, you come out and you got something to eat, and you get on the charter bus and you head to the airport.
That's right. That's right. And it to me, when you see that experience and you see some of these guys. Majority of these guys, they're not going to play at the next level. They're this is that moment we talk about athletically. It's as good as it gets. And certainly Dalton Quarterback Club, Dalton Public Schools does such a great job in really making this really good. And it really the best experience you could have.
And you really don't understand how special it is until you go to the call. And you don't even have to be playing when you're talking to guys. But I know when I talk to guys at Tennessee that were on my teammates, and I would say, well, this is what we did at Dalton. They're like, You did that? They did that for y'all?
That's exactly right.
And so it's kind of deep there saying, oh, well, wait a minute, this is not what everybody else is doing. So.
Well, one of my favorite experiences about the charter buses, other than riding down, is I love to see us when we wear our red blazers and our red ties, and I love I get so many emails, I get so many phone calls, text messages. The school gets to it about just how great our young men look. Right. When they get off those buses, and of course we ceremoniously do the same thing. We get out, we walk on the field like we did in college, before you go in and really let these guys kind of embrace the moment. But to do that and to be in those red blazers and those red ties and getting off those Greyhound buses, and like I said, it's just a special experience, and certainly it's unique. Never talked to anybody that has the same experience we have. And the people that make it happen, we really appreciate what they do, whether it's corporate sponsors, whether it's parents, whether it's quarterback club, whether it's school administrators, obviously the coaches. Just appreciate what everyone does to make this experience a Catamount experience, and it's truly unlike any other that I've seen.
Absolutely. Well said. Let's wrap it up. We'll be back next week, same cat time, same cat channel.
Go Big Red.